Welcome to module 3. All right, so today we are going to go and we are going to take what we've done in lesson 1, where we've created your living bucket list, and then in lesson 2 we have got really connected to what it is the fuck you actually want, and we're going to make sure that it happens in your day-to-day life. How? By scheduling it the fuck in. Think about it. You schedule work in, all the things that actually happen are scheduled in. Now, if you don't schedule in the important stuff, it's not going to happen. This isn't designed to box you in. It isn't designed to take the fun out of it. What it is designed to do is to make sure that you prioritize this shit. Okay, because we don't want to wait until we're like retiring or on our deathbed to go, fuck, why didn't I live my best life? Because you get to live it right now. And here's how. So get an A3 piece of paper. If you don't have A3, use A4. I don't give a shit. Use something. Do not procrastinate about this. We're just going to get this done. You can fill it in any fucking order you like. I'm just going to spit at you what needs to go in it. Okay? So on your piece of paper, you're going to divide it into 7 sections, and those 7 sections are days of the week, because obviously each day is very fucking different and unique. Done? If I'm talking too fast, please just pause it while you implement it, okay? Again, I always recommend watching these once first and then going back and doing the work with it. You can do whatever you want though. So, one of the first things that I usually do is I go in and I put in the non-negotiables. These are the things that I have to do in order to survive, in order for life to happen. So they include school drop-offs and pickups. It involves extracurricular activities. It involves like grocery shopping, cleaning, all of that kind of shit. Now, while you're putting this in, I'd also do this in a different color if you want to get like extra creative, but you can do whatever you want. While you're putting this in, I want you to actually think about if some of these things do not bring you joy, like I fucking hate cleaning, so I've got a cleaner, what you could outsource. Because there's not I'm not going to explain why it's a good idea, just fucking outsource what you can. Why make life harder than it has to be? So go and put them in. Now, the other thing I want you to also include in this is exercise. I don't care what it is or how many days a week you do it, but you need to prioritize your health, mate. I don't give a fuck if it's like something fun, like roller skating or skateboarding or surfing or like whatever it is for you, put it in. Mine is F45. I have a commitment that I go at a minimum of 5 days a week. Okay, so I've scheduled them in. Actually, I put them in there without putting times on there first because, yeah, just do it. I'm gonna get to that in a sec. Now you've got all of that in there. You've also probably got work, right? So I put in times that I'm going to be working and also what I'm gonna do on each day. I chose to do that because I like the idea of having that kind of structure, but it also gives me a lot more freedom to create something new rather than just reacting or constantly working on other stuff for other people. I have a lot of space in here to be creative and write and create content and do the stuff that I really love doing, as well as one-on-ones, which also I love doing. So I also do not work 5 days a week, and I only work in school hours, and I'm going to get to the rest of that later. But yeah, so this is how I fit everything in and to make sure I have a really good balance. And if it's your job, you know what, could fucking work really well with your job too. I would also recommend, if you'd like to start finding more time in your day, to take all the notifications off your phone and everything and only check your emails at certain times a day, and same with social media. I know, next level crazy, but give it a whirl. All right, so then get another color that feels good, that feels fun. So orange is kind of like my fun stuff color. And use your bucket list for this stuff and things that you want more of in your day. And also, we want to make sure that it aligns with our what we actually want goal. I'm going to call it a goal, intention, whatever. So mine is to wake up and feel like I'm on holiday every day. So even though there's still things that have to be done, like school drop-offs, extracurricular activities, all that shit, I was like, what would make me feel like I'm on holiday every day? And that to me would be waking up in the morning and actually going to the beach. So on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I actually moved my F45 time, which my usual routine would be get up, go to F45, go to school, come home, maybe go to the beach, go work. But I've decided that I'd like to start my days there because I want to do it with Havana. So my new morning routine involves me waking up at 6 a.m. and stretching and breathing, because that's something that's super important to me to start my day feeling good. Now, bearing in mind, that doesn't have to take long. That could take 5 minutes, that could take half an hour. Let's be realistic about how much time you're actually going to spend doing it, okay? So I've got that, and then Havana's up at 6:30, we're having breakfast, and by 7 a.m. we're at the beach. We're there for an hour because at 8 a.m. we have to come home, she needs to get dressed, and then she's off to school, and then I'm off to F45. So it doesn't, like, just because like it's a bucket list item and it's super fun, it doesn't have to take up the whole day. See how I've scheduled that in so that fits with my life, but I still get those feelings of feeling like I'm on holiday, because she does have to go to school and I do need to work to like have the kind of life, like to afford the kind of life that I want to have. But I'm still getting my cup filled like at the beginning of the day. And that's a huge priority for me. Some people put in reading, some people put in writing, some people have like, maybe they respond to their emails. I don't care what it is, guys. Whatever it is that, like, however you want to start your day powerfully, whatever that looks like for you, create that, okay? This is my example. Now, each day that looks different for me, right? Because on Wednesdays where I'm doing F45 and then I'm dropping her off to school for two reasons. Wednesdays are the days that I run events. So if I'm running an event, I need to kind of be ready to go by 9:30, right? But also when it's not event day, that's my day off. So I've got a whole fucking day to do whatever the fuck I want. So of course I want like all of that stuff done and out the way because that's my time. Yay. I've actually got that in here. Event day, online training day, or Amy day. I've also put in there run errands because you need a day for that. But do you know what I mean? Like it's full of a lot of fun. All right, Sunday, you'll also notice I've got a whole no plan day. I just don't fucking make plans for Sundays. And Saturday is just all fun. So that's an activity day. Not obviously, some weekends, every second weekend, I don't have her. So when I do have her, it's a mum and Havana day. And when I don't, it's an Amy activity day. So I've got lots of stuff in here that fills up my cup. Also after school in the afternoons, because I fucking don't love cooking. So I've got like, you know, sunset dinner, pizza night. I've got sunset market night. I've got dinner and movie night. That's like our stuff. So this is all stuff that really fills up my cup, right? Like makes me really fucking happy. And I want you to make sure that you've got a lot of that in there. So we've talked about morning routines. I also want to talk about night routines. So I've gone here that like I usually put Havana to bed, then I do the dishes. Now, when I do the dishes, because I hate doing the dishes, I try and make it a bit more fun / educational. So I'll watch a training, I'll listen to an audiobook, I'll do something where I'm learning something. So it kind of takes my mind off the dumb task that I'm doing that I'm just really not interested in doing. Okay, so by putting that there, that sets my intention that I know that dishes time is not something I really dread anymore because I'm combining it with other things. Multitasking at its finest. Now, I've also got in here like, you know, on Monday and Thursday, they're going to be my meditation nights because I need to do guided meditations to be able to do it. And it's just amazing. I have the best night's sleep. So it's 8 p.m. meditation and sleep. And on Thursday, I'll do it at 9 p.m. because we've got the markets. So on Tuesday, I've got, you know, wash my face. Then at 9 p.m., I'm going to stretch because it's a real commitment to me and myself this year to stretch more and increase my flexibility and my mobility because that's something that's important to me. So there's that. I've also got read novels, have a sleepy time tea with lion's mane because I'm trying to get better at like resting my adrenals. So I've got actually included that and written that in my Tuesday nighttime routine. Okay, I want you to get that specific so you know what it looks like. Wednesday, I've got to do something crafty because I've fucking done that for ages and I love it. That could be painting, that could be like making a vision board, that could be cutting stuff out, it could be painting furniture. I don't care. It's something crafty and it's not fucking TV, which I need a break from. Okay, then the same wash face, 9 p.m. stretch, bed, book. And then Saturday night, I've got like facial night, stretch. So it's making sure that you're incorporating all of those kind of things in there. And let's look at like how shit gets to be easy. So like Monday, order groceries online. Tuesday, go pick them up. You know, like it's having stuff like that in that always needs to be done, because by scheduling them in and having certain days, you create a routine, and then it stops being like, oh shit, I've got to run to the shops. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? It's just done. And then you're freeing up your mind with all this space, like from all this space of like all the things you should be doing, because it's fucking scheduled in. You know it's taken care of. Okay. The other thing that I want you to add on to this is a weekly to-do list and a daily to-do list. So this kind of looks like, you know, operating stuff for my business. These are like my minimal to-do lists. So I've got Insta posts, 3 to 5 stories, 5 comments, and write out 3 pep talks, like write them out. I've got that because that's a goal towards a project that I'm working on. So in order for me to make that project work, that's my minimum requirement that I need to do each day. So the reason I have this is because this is if I just can't be fucked showing up or doing anything today. These are kind of my minimum. This is like what I've got to do to keep going, you know, keep my business going, keep everything going. Then I've got a weekly to-do list. And this is really all about growing my business, but it could be anything for you. Like that could be your grocery shop, that could be cleaning, that could be, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like it looks different for everyone. So have that there too. And this is just how you keep yourself accountable. And you might find yourself with extra times. Like I've got lots of free time with nothing scheduled in there, but that like really leaves me open. That's where I've got time for spontaneity. That's when I've got time, if I'm not really feeling it, I can fucking have an afternoon nap. Or Havana and I can go to a play day that doesn't need to be scheduled. It can just be like, hey, all the weather's fucking sick, let's go back to the beach. You know, so there's so much room to move in there. I know what's happening. I feel like I'm in control and I have a say, and there's so much good stuff in there. You know, like knowing that your days look like this, you should wake up excited to live them. That's the point of this. So I want you to have fun with that. And if you're like, fuck, but I've got all these bucket list things, like they need to take more time. Do they? And how can you find it? Instead of focusing on the problems, why you can't, how can you? And it's going to mean being unreasonable. So if I'm going to go to the gym at 9 a.m., that means that I can't actually book appointments until 11 because I need time to do it. I need time to eat. I need time to shower before I'm ready to show up for work. Okay? So it's setting boundaries. And again, we're going to go into everything we're going to cover over the next series of trainings are going to support you having this, because this is how you get to have a life that you can't wait to wake up to. A life that you get to say fuck yes to. And even on the days where it's not so good, this is where the discipline comes in, because you know what you need to do. You know how you need to shop, and you know what needs to be done at a bare minimum to have life work for you. So I'm really excited to see yours. Please share them. I really want to see them. And if you get stuck, that's okay, because there's probably a lot that's going to pop up over the trainings where it all makes sense and kick in. And this is something you should definitely revisit. I revisit it probably every second month, and definitely every season for me, because it'll start looking a lot different as we go into winter, because winter is not my idea of waking up and feeling like I'm on holiday every day. So happy planning, guys. I hope this is fun. This is fun. It gets to be fun.